Hello everyone and assalamu alaikum everyone. This is your loving host and best-selling author, radio and TV personality, and I am live from my Rockville studio in Maryland, USA. And this is like my third Ramadan Iftari transmission, and do stick on because there will be lot of interesting. It will be a very interesting segment, and before we start that, I want to remind you that these are my two books. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And this book was also hot number one new release on Amazon, and these two Amazon best-selling books. And for my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be made, so all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Netflix, Amazon, and whoever makes movies and TV serials and web series, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And where are all those Hollywood agents? If you are seeing this program, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, to the sale of these two books and sponsorships, I finance these programs, and this program, as a doco series, will be syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. So just imagine if you give me sponsorship in such a grand way, your product will be promoted, and I will give you a very reasonable price. So just contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, let's start, sir, to talk about Ramadan little bit. And here I will be talking little bit about fasting. Ramadan is a time of spiritual reflection, self-improvement, and heightened devotion and worship. Muslims are expected to put more effort into following the teachings of Islam. The fast begins at dawn and ends at sunset. In addition to abstaining from eating and drinking during this time, Muslims abstain from sexual relations and sinful speech and behavior during Ramadan fasting or month. The act of fasting is said to redirect the heart away from worldly activities, its purpose being to cleanse the soul by freeing it from harmful impurities. Muslims believe that Ramadan teaches them to practice self discipline, self control, sacrifice, and empathy for those who are less fortunate, thus encouraging actions of generosity and compulsory charity, zakat. Muslims also believe fasting helps instill compassion for the food insecure poor. Exemptions to fasting include travel, menstruation, severe illness, pregnancy, and breastfeeding. However, many Muslims with medical conditions insist on fasting to satisfy their spiritual needs, although it is not recommended by hadith. Those unable to fast are obligated to make up the missed days later. So, this was little bit about fasting, and now, friends, I will be reading from this book, my first Quran story book, and I will be reading The Pride of Iblis. Allah made Adam and Hawa. Then he called the angels and said that he had made a man who was called Adam, and he had made a woman who was called Hawa or Eve, and he wanted them to live on earth. The angels were very surprised. Men will spoil the earth, they will destroy it, they will fill it with evil and fighting. But Allah is all knowing and all wise. And see this beautiful photograph. He knows all the secrets of heavens and earth. He has made everything and knows the true name of every single thing he has made. Therefore, Allah taught Adam the names of all things. Allah called the angels. Then he asked the angels to tell him the names of all things, but the angels did not know the name of all the things. And see this one here, and again it is green, so you cannot see it properly. The angel said to Allah, "We do not know the names of the things you have never told us their names. We know only what you taught us. You are the all knowing and wise." Then Allah called Adam and asked him to tell the names. Adam told all the names as Allah had taught him. Allah said to the angels, "Bow to Adam." All the angels bowed in respect to Adam except one. His name was Iblis. Allah asked Iblis, "Why don't you bow to Adam? Why don't you obey me?" Iblis said, "I am better than Adam. You made me of fire, but you made Adam of ordinary clay." Allah said, "Get away from here. I curse you till the day of judgment. Give me respite till the day of judgment," begged Iblis. Iblis said, "I will tempt people to sin and lead them away from the right path." Allah said, "You can tempt people as much as you want. True believers will never listen to you." And these are the photographs. They will never get tempted. And see the photographs here. "I will always guide them to do what is right. You will have no power over them." Allah is the best guide. He is the protector. He guides us to the straight path. He never lets us go astray. So this was little bit about Iblis, and this was from this book. And now, friends, I will be reading little bit from the study Quran, and here it is. Simil, and it is from Surah Fatiha, and this is the interpretation of Surah Fatiha, and this is the book Study Quran from where I am reading. Similar to the Basmala, praise be to God is a frequently repeated formula recited by Muslims on many occasions throughout their daily lives. But whereas the Basmala is employed to consecrate a deed at its beginning, praise be to God is employed to thank God for an act or event upon its completion. According to traditional Islamic etiquette, whenever one is asked how one is feeling, the correct response should be praise be to God no matter one's condition. Reference is made to God as Lord throughout the Quran and as Lord of the world. Some 42 times Lord renders Rab, which refers to a master who is obeyed, to one who puts matters in their proper order, and to one who possesses something. In reference to God, it thus means that He is the master without peer, who arranges the affairs of all His creatures and to whom all of creation belongs. Some also relate Lord Rab to cultivation, since God is the caretaker of all things as well as the trainer and caretaker of our souls, hearts, and spirits. The world refers to various levels of cosmic existence and the communities of beings within each level. Some say it refers to Faut communities, human beings, jinn, angels, and satans, while others say it refers only to human beings and jinn, since the Prophet is referred to as a warner unto the worlds, and only jinn and human beings are in need of a warner. It may also refer to the different generations of human beings, to all of the species in creation, or to God being the sovereign over every level of creation from the earth through the seven heavens, as in those verses that refer to God as Lord of the heavens and the earth. Thus, some say that in the most universal sense, the world refers to all existent things other than God. In this vein, the commentator Fakr al-Din al-Razi notes that there is infinite space beyond this world and that God can actualize all possibilities, even worlds and universe of which we have no knowledge. The verse thus refers to God being the Lord of all that can be seen or imagined and of all that cannot be seen or imagined by human beings. In this sense, the verse conveys that God is Lord of all space, not only physical space, and therefore of all that exists, no matter what the nature of that existence may be. For this reason, there is no thing save that it hymns his praise. So this was little bit interpretation from Study Quran of Al Fatiha, and here is the Study Quran. So now, friends, we will chit chat little bit, and while I am eating my aftari, and today I made these dahi baras, and here they are. And I have already given the recipe in my first transmission from this book here of Sadia Dehelvi. So, how is everyone's Ramadan going? Mine is going very well, Alhamdulillah. And so, what are you making for iftar? And these are the dates khajur, which I got from the Pakistani store. And I made some vegetable pakoras. So, these are the two things which I made. How do you like my today's look? If you like it, let me know. And I really, like this look. This is the kaftan which I got online from Amazon, and it's very comfy and it looks very good. I have wore it to several times and I have got lot of compliments on it. And how do you like my cap? My cap is also from Amazon. I buy clothes from Amazon. Do you buy clothes from Amazon? I would like to know from you guys. Let me drink little bit of water. So what did you guys make for iftar today? Are you going to iftar or you are making yourself or you go to the restaurant? We usually make it at home. Today my hubby was off, so I made lot of iftar. And these dahi baras are yummy. Some people say just eat healthy on iftar and all, but I like chaat and all those, and this is yogurt dahi baras. They are so yummy, and the recipe I have already given you. So now let's talk about little bit recipe. Dahi baras recipe I have given. Now I will give you some other recipe. I also made hari mirch ka keema, green chili mince, and it looks very good if you make that in Ramadan with puris. And that's what I did. And I will show you in my next forecast, that. So, how I make this is like, and this is the recipe from Jasmine Sentence by Sadia Delvi. And here is the recipe. So it says 10 to 12 long thick green chilies, half kg mincemeat, 200-gram curd lightly beaten, 2 tablespoon coriander powder, half tablespoon turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon garlic paste, 3 by 4 tablespoon ginger paste, 4 to 5 medium sized onions golden fried, half tablespoon red chili powder, half cup oil and salt to taste. Slide Slice half of the green chilies into 2 or 3 pieces and leave the other half whole. Keep these aside. Heat oil and add the onions along with garlic and ginger paste, coriander powder, chili powder, and salt. Fry for a minute or two and then add the mince meat. Once the water released by the mince has dried and the oil separates, add a cup of water to ensure that the mince meat does not burn. When it is half done, add all the green chilies at 5 to 10 minutes. Add the curd, leave on low flame till done, and dry the excess water if any. Garnish with shredded ginger is strips. So I make hari mirch ka or green chili means keema with this, and this is a very good recipe, and I would highly recommend. And it is from this book. Now having said that, friends, how do you like my today's look? As I said, this is the kaftan which I have worn many times, and every time I wear it I get lot of compliments. And this is from Amazon, and so is this cap from Amazon. And let me tell you how I came up with this look. So all these uh, brushes I use today, and they all are from shop Miss A. And then these are my blenders. And what I did was that I first spray, and this is also from shop Miss A, this one. And I what I did was, and it is green in color, that's why you cannot see it. And what I did was I sprayed my face with this, and then with the this Ole Regenerist, I use it as a moisturizer. And then I use bronzer. And here is again, it is from shop Miss A. This it has bronzer and blush on and highlighter. And this is what I used. And then for my eyes, I use this pencil. These three pencils I used for my eyes. And for setting my for after putting, I use as a foundation. I don't use a foundation. I use Vita Glow from shop Miss A, and it is a primer, but I use it as a foundation. And then this is the concealer, and it is from Revlon, and this I use. And then for setting powder, this is again from shop Miss A. I use that under eyes, and on my whole face I use this blender with this one here, this press powder. And this is also from shop Miss A, and I use this blender. And for my uh, I for my eyes I use this one from shop Miss A, this color blue from shop Miss A. And so this is how, and then I set it with this spray. And then this is the scent of Jimmy Choo which I used, and it is very good, and I will use little bit more. So this is the scent. And this is the lip balm I used from shop Miss A. And I used, I'm trying to locate the lipstick. Still can't find the lipstick. Anyway, the red lipstick is from Armani. So this is what I have done. And how do you like my look, do let me know in comments. And this is how I come up with all this look. So just think how much energy and time and thinking it requires, to come up in these transmissions. So please sponsor these program, and I will give you a very reasonable rate and of sponsorship. And you can contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And these are my two books. And through the sale of these two books, as well as sponsorships, I've financed these programs. So how do you like my look? Just let me know. And I will be giving more programs on for aftari transmission. As I give, we will read little bit from study Quran, the interpretation of Quran, because I love their interpretation. So I thought I will share it with you guys. And so please go and buy these two books. And these two books were Amazon bestsellers, and this one was also hot number one new release on Amazon. And for this second book, I want a movie to be made. So all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Netflix, and whoever makes movies, web series, or TV serials, please contact me and I will give a very reasonable rate. And where are those Hollywood agents? I need one. So please, any Hollywood agent listening, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, I gave you the recipe. I told you the looks and everything. And so now is the time. Oh, yes. And I have to also, tell you about a very interesting article I read. So I thought I will share it with you guys. And that is, this article came in Los Angeles Times of April 1st, 2022, and it is by Salma Lom. And it says one of Ramadan's most diverting traditions is TV. Here are seven shows to watch this year. Ramadan, the holy month celebrated by nearly 2 billion Muslims around the world, is best known for giving, forgiving, and connecting with your community. But Ramadan would be incomplete without dipping dates in milk. So let me, in honor of this, eat a date. And these are the vegetable pakoras which I made, and they got mixed up with the dahi bara, so you can see the yogurt this side. One feels hungry after after I just run for do this and do my open after do my namaz and then come and give this transmission. So that's why I'm eating, and it is an informal thing. So it says Ramadan, the holy month celebrated by nearly 2 billion Muslims around the world, is best known for giving, forgiving, and connecting with your community. But Ramadan would be incomplete without dipping dates in milk, eating nafa, a traditional dessert of cream sandwich between two pieces of shredded phyllo dough, and of course watching marathons of Egyptian TV after iftar, breaking fast. Yes, the holy month is about creating fruitful habits, and for the uninitiated, one of them is watching Egyptian TV shows. Egypt is known as the Hollywood of the Middle East and North Africa region, and since its TV production industry caters to the Ramadan audience annually, Egyptian TV shows are staple for those who observe the gracious month which begins this year on April 2. Since some TV series are specifically released with this tradition in mind, that can mean catching a new episode every day, but you can also binge watch an old favorite that captures the essence of Ramadan. To help inspire you, we have gathered 7 shows to consider this year, all from or with a connection to Egypt in genres including comedy, drama, action, and more. Unless otherwise noted, the place to stream the title below is Sling Arabic TV, which offers the widest selection of the Ramadan TV series coming out of Egypt. But don't worry if you are not able to add another subscription to your monthly budget. We have included titles from Netflix and Hulu as well. Number 1, Ragin Ya Hawa. The series follows an Egyptian immigrant in Europe who accumulates debts and decides to return to his country to claim an inheritance. Along the way, he attempts to reunite his fractured family, starring international actor Khalid Al Nabawi and Lebanese actor Noor alongside Hena, Shiha, Anushka, Wafa, Amar, Salma, Abu Dhaif, and many others. Let me finish eating that. It's kind of difficult to eat and then talk. And many others. The series is a remake of a 2004 radio series written by the late Osama Anwar Ukaksha and takes its name from a famous song by the enchanting Lebanese singer Feroz Faten Amar Harbi. And this is the photograph. In this series, Egyptian actor Nelly Karim, a name synonymous with Ramadan melodrama, portrays a public sector worker named Faten Amal Harbi, who faces societal pressure and oppression as a divorced woman in Egypt. The show is the first written by Egyptian journalist and screenwriter Ibrahim Isa and co-stars Sharif Salma and Hala Setki alongside Kareem. Then comes Ahlam Saida Sweet Dreams, and this is the photograph. And it says this year's comedy series is led by Egyptian superstar Yosra as well as Khara Adil, Mai Kasab, Noor Mahmood, and Tamer Hagras. Ahlam Saida follows a high society middle aged woman who suffers from insomnia and repeated nightmares that drive her to the edge of paranoia. Al Kabir Oi 6, the Grand Mayor. And this is Al Kabir Awi, the Grand Mayor, returns this Ramadan for its sixth season. It stars comedic geniuses Ahmad Maki, Beomi Ford, Muhammad Salim, and Hisham Ismail. Produced by Synergy Production Company, the new season is penned by Mustafa Sakar and helped by Ahmad Al Gandhi. Since 2010, Ahmad Maki uh, has infused comedy into the portrayal of ruler Upper Egypt's habits and norms. Through Al Mazarita, a fictional Egyptian village, he navigates his daily life as the village mayor and godfather of its tenant. Number 5, Rami. The, and here is the photograph. The Emmy nominated Hulu series starring series co-creator Rami Yusuf follows millennial protagonist as he navigates life as a first-generation American Muslim drawn between the traditions of his Egyptian heritage and the American pop culture of his childhood. If you don't have time for full binge, the first season's fifth episode focuses on Ramadan. Then number 6, Love Life and Everything in Between. And here is the photograph. This Arab anthology series, available on Netflix, follows characters played by Rita Hayat Ahmed, is Asar Yasin, Prasant Shauki, Salah Abdullah, and many more as they navigate Valentine's Day, a romantic drama sprinkled with dark humor, love life, and everything in between, examines expressions of love in many Arab countries, including Egypt, Lebanon, Tunisia, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, and the Palestinian territories. Finding Ola, and here is also streaming on Netflix. Finding Ola is a sequel of the 2010 Ramadan series Aiza Aktawes. I Want to Get Married. The Tunisian Egyptian superstar Hind Sabri's character Ola Abdul Sabor embarks on a journey of self reflection and revives her long abandoned career after an abrupt divorce in this dramedy. Sabri stars alongside Safsan Badr, Handi Adal, Nada Musa, and a number of upcoming Egyptian stars. Loem is a data and graphic journalist for the Los Angeles Times. She moved from Cairo to Los Angeles as 21 after covering the Egyptian Revolution and Muslim Brotherhood unrest between 2011 and 2013. During that time, she was a freelance war zone camera operator working with Sky News Arabia and BBC Arabia, among other local Egyptian news stations. Long graduated from Stanford University with a master's degree in journalism and a focus on computational investigative projects involving women's rights. She is a member of 21 to 22 Los Angeles Times Fellowship class. So this was the about the author, and this appeared in Los Angeles Times. This article, and friends, I haven't watched these series, but I'm going to see that how these series are. I don't understand Arabic, so what I usually do, I go to like YouTube, and I just put Ramadan vlogs, and they are iftar parties and all, and I love to watch them in Ramadan because they give us so many Ramadan vibes. I go to Instagram and see different people's IG stories. Then I go to TikTok and see Muslim TikTok. So these are some activities which I see in Ramadan, and it gives lot of Ramadan vibes. So having said that, friends, now I just wanted to remind you that these are my two books. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And for this book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be made. So all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Netflix, and whoever produces movies or TV serials or web series and Hollywood agents, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And through the sale of these two books, as well as through sponsorships, I finance these programs, and you can see how much energy and time and money it takes to produce these kind of programs. And this program will be syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners in the form of my doco series, and it is Dr. Afshan Hashmi's doco series. So friends, do go and watch this, and you will like it, and write in comments. I'm getting lot of comments and lot of views on my avatar transmission, so it gave me incentive, to make more of these. So the more views you give me, the more, I will be making it. So just go, and if you don't like anything, please don't hesitate to write to me what you want to see in these avatar transmissions. Having And I love to hear from my viewers. Having said that, friends, now I will sign off from this, and I will say happy and blessed Ramadan, everyone. May your rosas be accepted by Almighty God. And having said that, friends, cheers and have a happy and blessed Ramadan, and bye bye and Khuda Hafiz.